girl can cook. She got the recipe. She got what you need. That girl can cook. That black girl magic. I gotta have it.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. And today guys, I'm going to be showing you how to make my favorite lemon pepper air fried chicken wings. Okay, so look, grab your ingredients and let's get started. All right guys, so look, in this recipe I also am including how I make my homemade ranch. Okay, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But for the seasoning blend real quick, I'm going to go in with some garlic powder, a teaspoon of onion powder. This is what's going to go on my chicken. Okay, a half teaspoon of black pepper, and then I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of seasoned salt. Now if you want to add any other type of salt, that's your business, but honey, that's what I'm adding today. Okay, so go ahead and mix that, combine it together and set it to the side. That's what we're going to season our chicken with. You want to keep it simple. All right, now for this mayo, I'm going to be using Duke's mayo. Okay, because that's the only one. And I'm going to put in a cup of that. If you want to use Miracle Whip or whatever, that's your business. I'm using 1 cup of regular mayonnaise, and I'm also going to add in a cup of plain Greek yogurt. Now, if you don't want to use Greek, you can use sour cream. I like to use Greek because it adds some extra richness. We're going to add in a teaspoon of lemon juice to that, a tablespoon of chopped dill. Now, I use fresh because it just makes it taste better, but you can use dried. I'm also going to add in some chopped parsley. Make sure it's chopped up real good or it's going to scare you. It's going to look like you got stuff in your ranch, all right? We're going to season it with some additional black pepper, some garlic powder. Make sure you add that garlic powder because, honey, it's going to take it there, all right? And season it with a little bit of salt to taste. And then from there, you're going to add in about a 1/4 cup of buttermilk. Y'all, you do not need a whole lot of buttermilk, okay? You put too much, then your dressing going to be soupy. All right, you heard what I said. So if you do get to that point, you can always add more mayo or more sour cream or Greek yogurt to thicken it up. All right, but follow my ingredients and you'll be all right. I'm telling you, you will be all right. And that's what you're going to get. Look at that homemade ranch right there in a mason jar. Instant, it's done. You can put it in the refrigerator for a couple of days. After that, I would recommend that you take it out. All right. So here we have 3 pounds of chicken wings, baby. When I tell you these little wings are small, they were little. Okay, I was very disappointed, but that's okay. We're going to make it do what it do. To that, we're going to add in a little bit of avocado oil. These wings have been cleaned, cut, prepped, and dried. Okay, they are dry. I don't want them to be wet. But we add the avocado oil, and I'm adding in that seasoning blend that you saw me make earlier, along with a tablespoon of cornstarch. Why am I adding cornstarch, baby? Because I'm throwing these in the air fryer and I want them to have a little crisp crunch. You know what I'm saying? When you bite into it, that's what you want. Okay? There's the rest of that seasoning. I did use every single drop of it. Okay? I wanted these chicken wings to be flavorful. It was already balanced. You don't have to worry about it being too much salt or not enough because it's already in there. So add the whole thing, period. Okay? So my air fryer is like a oven. But if you have a basket air fryer, that's fine too. You're going to take that basket and you're going to line it up with a little bit of avocado oil or any type of spray oil that you have so your wings don't stick. And I'm just going to place these on the rack. I was able to get all of them on there. I didn't count them, but I was able to get all of them with the exception of one. And that's okay because I threw it in the little fryer and that was all right. And I spritzed it with just a little bit more avocado oil. And honey, we are going to bake these or air fry these rather at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 18 to 20 minutes. And y'all, if you have to go longer or if you have to go less, that just depends on your air fryer. But this is the time that it took for me to get right here. Y'all, they were crispy, they were still juicy, and they weren't dry. And that's what was the most important, okay? So now that the chicken is done, we're going to go ahead and make this quick sauce. You know, lemon pepper sauce is made with butter, y'all. I hate to tell you, but that's what it is. So I'm going in with a stick of Kerrygold butter, unsalted. You want to make sure you use some good butter for this, all right? I'm going to add in some lemon zest and a tablespoon of lemon juice. You can add more if you like. And then the reason why you want to use unsalted butter is because you have to put lemon pepper seasoning in this. I'm using 1 to 2 teaspoons of that lemon pepper seasoning, a half teaspoon of black pepper for some additional pepper. And y'all, I know you think it's going to make it sweet, but it's not. You need a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of honey, if not even up to 4 tablespoons, okay? Make sure you get that in there. I'm also going to add in some minced garlic, which is completely optional, and it does change the flavor of it. So if you don't want to add that, don't add it. And then we're going to go in with some parsley. Now remember, your heat should be low enough to just melt the butter, not burn it or cook it, okay? You just want to melt it. And this is what you should get in the end. Look at that. A beautiful butter sauce. And y'all, if you let it sit, the longer you let it sit, the more beautiful it gets. Look at that. Okay? So our chicken wings are ready. I'm going to add them to a large bowl. I know this is a salad bowl. I don't need you to tell me that. We're going to act like it's just one of them little metal silver bowls that people be tossing their wings in, okay? This is a chicken salad. That's what it is. Okay. So look, anyway, add your chicken in there. You drizzle that sauce on, honey. Toss it in there. Do whatever you gotta do. And y'all, that is it. So now we have to plate it up. And there you have it, guys. Delicious homemade lemon pepper wings at the house. Honey, do you hear me? They were absolutely amazing. Y'all had to check out my short on this video. And so that way you can interact with me a little bit more and see how I got into these chicken wings. Okay. But anyway, I want to thank y'all for watching. As always, thank you for tuning into my channel. If you try this recipe out, let me know down in the comments. And I'll see y'all next time in the next video. Bye.